So generally, yes, I am. I started this organisation in March this year. Previously, I'd worked as a climate activist for a couple of years, and this single focus on fossil fuels was all well and good initially, but once I started learning more about the climate science in some of the postgrad studies I did at uni, it made me realise that, hang on, we've got a whole lot of other sources of emissions. And as a climate movement, and also within the official UNFCCC framework, we're very much focused very, very narrowly on fossil fuels, on carbon emissions, so to speak, and overlooking the massive impact of agriculture. So the reason I'm here at COP21 is essentially to raise awareness of the fact that rising, the spread of the Western diet is, no matter what climate we have, no matter what agreement we have here, that's going to tip the climate over into catastrophe.
Okay, so I mean, meat is responsible for emissions. How exactly?
So not all meats are the same, or in terms of a carbon footprint. So just like a Hummer has a much bigger carbon footprint than, say, a Prius, and a Prius has a bigger carbon footprint than a bicycle. Different types of meat and dairy are quite similar in that respect. So for instance, beef and lamb have by far the greatest carbon footprint. From the research that we've done, for 1 kilo of beef, it's about 70 kilos of carbon dioxide equivalent, whereas 1 kilo of chicken is about 3 to 4.
Okay,
so it's a massive difference.
So you're encouraging people to eat less meat. Is that a hard sell? I mean, I'm a vegetarian myself, but people like meat, right?
They do, and we're not telling people to stop eating it. Essentially, just be more conscious of the different carbon footprint and the different impacts on the climate of the different choices of meat that we decide to eat. So in Australia, we eat a lot of red meat, for instance, and that's the most destructive by far. It is the biggest source of the greenhouse gas emission, methane or methane, whichever way you want to pronounce it. And in the short term, this is actually 86 to 105 times more powerful warming the climate than CO2.
Okay, thanks very much, Mark.